Maybe don't let it go there, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making...
I got hungry, and I ate it. We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this waitress comes up.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
Yes, because this one's a screamer. Alright, folks, welcome to another crazy show. We're going to be going over the Gnostic Code and how the Archons have hijacked reality. Let's go ahead and bring in our co-host.
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And how are you both doing?
Doing great. Thank you very much. How are you?
I am here. I'm exhausted. It was a long weekend, but we'll crack on as long as we can, and we'll have fun talking about reptiles. So other than that, let's go ahead and do some intros and go from there.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. All right, folks, let's go ahead and say hello to the side of my chat. We have a commander.
Commander?
We have a Stop the Stupidity, and of course we have their commercial.
Attention, new New Yorkers! Stop acting so stupid!
Yeah, exactly. So we have a demon orb.
Yep. Torby, motherfucker.
Yes, an action bastard. We love you. So now let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of what we have for today, which is talking of let's do the heavy metal puppets. Let's do this first, and we'll get into it.
It's the resident of the goal that's begun. B is for the black gold, when it's nice and young. C is for cultists, chanting on their knees. D is the dark for devouring the seas. E is the ties, peering from the skies. F is the fear that you'll never disguise. G is for ghouls, prowling in the night. H is for horrors, hiding out of sight. I is insanity, tearing at the seams. J is the journey to places unshown. K is the key to the gate unknown. L is for lurking by the cycling wall. M is the madness that's coming for us all. N is Nyarlathotep, the chaos that will crawl. O is for oceans, deep and dire. D is for portals, and the burning green fire.
Dun, 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 dun.
Q is for quaking as shadows spread. R is for ruins of cities long dead. S is the shovel, slimy and slick. T is the tentacles twisting and thick. U is the notable, V vast and veiled. W world, fragile and frail. X marks the tomb where the old ones lie. Y is for yawns of the all-seeing eyes. C is for those who whisper and creep. And now Cthulhu's alphabet is complete.
Yes, now Cthulhu's alphabet is complete. Okay, all right, folks, here we go.
Oh, Animal played the drums, or was that Animal with dyed hair?
It was Animal. It's Animal's cousin. It was not Animal. I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and do this now.
Hey, stop.
And here is this. Here you go. Everybody, you're welcome. But I'm sorry for this, but you're welcome.
Been here a long, long time. They have lifespans that are thousands of years. They are carnivorous. They are not friendly to mankind. You know, and we've been told you shouldn't talk about that. You know, there are other people say, well, you better not talk about the reptilians. Well, you know, bull. You know, why not? According to the Andromedans, they're responsible for 31,712 children disappearing. And I'm supposed to just shut up?
Yeah, all of those people, all of that disappearing. Let me see if I did the right thing. Okay,
Those weren't the lizards. That was Epstein. Oh.
That was the Epstein lizards. The lizard Epstein list. So Savvy is going to be joining us in a second.
12 children disappearing. And I'm supposed to just shut up and not say anything about it because people don't want to hear it? That's tough. That's tough.
You come across a subject like reptilian aliens here on the earth, you better go back and do your homework, because if it sounds crazy, it's probably true. I am totally convinced.
Yeah, if it sounds crazy, it's probably true. That's totally how this works. It's totally how the world.
That's the norm.
So basically, everything I say is true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
Sounds crazy.
Sounds crazy.
It's probably
It's
true.
Yeah.
Fuck
exactly.
unfuck shit fuckers.
That's exactly what like the flat earthers say and shit like that. Is that like no? And then Eric Dubay today on Simon Dan's channel said that Occam's razor says that the Earth is flat.
Oh yeah. That was not
like,
today.
yeah.
I think that was yesterday or the day before.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
You're right. It was yesterday. You're right.
Occam's
But let's crack
razor
on.
will also say his brain is smooth.
Yeah, no totes.
That the world that we live in is being run by entities which are not human. That's my personal belief.
The bloodthirsty God of the Old Testament, I say, is this archontic force. And the Gnostics describe how the sons of God, actually the sons of the gods in the original text, interbred with the daughters of men and basically change the human race. What the Gnostics do is talk about basically the same thing.
So it's a very powerful confluence there, or synchronicity, that the Dead Sea Scrolls come out of the ground at the very same time that a select.
Do they come? Is that at the same time? I don't think it is. They said that they found the Dead Sea Scrolls at the same time that Area 51 landing happened.
Yeah.
They didn't happen at the same time. They're not even close. You dumb cunt. It's fucking like one of the first huge lies they say. I'm going to guesstimate and say this the way that I believe this happened. I think it was the 1950s, the Area 51, the things happened. And then I always want to say the 1980s is when they found the Dead Sea Scrolls, but it may have been the 60s. But I swear to Bob, it's around.
Well,
they were not the same time.
Also, is this against religion?
Yes.
If you bring in religion into it, why, obviously the religion says, we're the only people here in the universe. We could be. We don't know. But
they're claiming that religious.
if lizard aliens exist, then obviously religion's out the fucking window. Why are you using religion as a portal for aliens?
Well, they're saying instead of religion being what we would consider angels and gods, it's actually reptiles and aliens. So, go ahead. There we go. There we go.
Hey.
So, hi.
Be right back. I was warming up food and stuff, but I want to join real quick.
Okay, sure.
Be right back.
Yep. Okay. So it's, I don't know. It gets even weirder than that, doggo.
A steel disc crashes into the ground in Roswell, and now we have this mixture happening. It's like, okay, how do these two things relate? Is it possible that some of the entities that are described in the Gnostic text, the Archons, for example, match up with the entities, the alleged entities that were found in the crash disk at Roswell?
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey.
They are not.
Yeah, I know. This is why we're going over this. We've already gone over the Archons, but like this fucking version of this is fucking insane that we've never heard before.
Flesh and blood, but they can embody that which is. They are not bound by the laws of time or space. They are the whisper behind your darkest thought, the glitch in your memory, the unseen hand steering civilizations into chaos.
It just sounds like you're watching
the
fucking
Archons.
Doctor Who.
Parasitic, non-physical invaders spawned in the shadow of the stars, and they are already here. According to the Pistis Sophia, they are rulers of the Aeons, seen as our.
They're here. They're queer, and they're never going anywhere. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's something else. Never mind.
Contic in nature, operating as false gods or cosmic jailers. The Vedas and Puranas speak of Asuras and Rakshasas, non-human.
Did he say
often
cosmic
reptilian
jailers?
or shape-shifting?
Yes, cosmic jailers. They're going to talk about how we're enslaved beings, being humans. For some reason, to the reptilians.
Beings who interfere.
Yes, for some reason.
With humanity. The Asuras are deceivers who pose as gods and battle for dominion over Earth and the heavens. In Kabbalistic texts like the Zohar, they refer to qliphothic forces, shells or husks of spiritual impurity that cling to divine light and distort it. Some esoteric traditions link the qliphoth to Archons as anti-creation entities that feed off spiritual entropy.
If that wasn't a goddamn fucking load of word salad, I don't know what else is. Jesus.
According to the suppressed wisdom of the Nag
You said they feed off
Hammadi
empathy.
scriptures,
They feed off of shite, obviously.
rediscovered in Qumran near the Dead Sea, these entities were never meant to enter our world. They were a cosmic error, a malformed creation of the demiurge, trapped outside the harmony of the living universe. But somehow, they found a way in. Long before recorded history, before...
Jesus Christ, they're saying some crazy words that, like, I haven't even...
He's talking multiverse now.
This is not even word salad. Like, hell.
It's just nonsense.
This is a crazy version of sci-fi, a D&D game, and somebody bashing themselves in the face with a hammer and then writing stuff down is what's happening right now. It's like amalgamation of like a crap ton of stuff they put together, but none of it makes any sense. And they're trying to like put like big words together and saying certain things that like for people that have like smooth brain, they are like, that sounds smart. The rest of us are like, what did you just say out loud? Yeah, exactly. It's just some insanity that's being sputtered out as truth.
Sumer and Egypt, there were great civilizations, Lemuria and Atlantis, beacons of consciousness and cosmic alignment. But they fell, catastrophically, not just to fire and flood, but to infiltration, corruption, a psychic virus unleashed from beyond our dimension. And the infection didn't stop with Earth. Some say the Archons latched onto entire extraterrestrial races, hijacking minds,
That's pretty.
warping intentions.
That just looks pretty.
That's very pretty, but Jesus Christ.
I don't care about the nonsense he's spewing. It just looks pretty.
Yeah,
He's talking
He's talking pure nonsense, so I kind of tuned him out.
It literally was, hey, some hearsay. Like if we were in court, it would be like, hey, this other dude said this thing, and like I'm going to pretend it's true. That's not how the world works. So, like I can't
That's
take.
how Trump thinks it works.
Well, obviously, and especially with what's going
Hey,
on with
Jas-
the list.
Hey, Jasper.
Hey, Jasper.
Hey, Jasper. So,
What do we say, Savvy?
when?
Release the list, right?
Yeah, release the fucking list.
Orange
I don't
prick.
care if Pedro Pascal is on it. I highly doubt it. But even if he was, I want to see the goddamn list. Just give me the fucking list. You already ruined my childhood. Just do it.
Just release the list.
Yeah, that list. I think we're never gonna see that list because there's way too many people.
Yeah, I know.
powerful
Instead of releasing
people.
a list, they're probably going to release Diddy and Ghislaine and everybody else.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, like, it's
dead.
It's
Huh?
not even like it's not even like a list with everybody that's on that list
Right.
that did something bad, but like, or they did something bad, but not the Epstein thing.
Uh-huh.
But
I
there-
don't care.
I think there it's a list of dirt that Epstein had on a lot of powerful people.
Well, he doesn't
worldwide.
have it to tell that,
Right.
but
Hey,
the
Til.
other thing is today. Hey, Tilting. Today, Trump said that he didn't have Epstein killed because if he would have something. So that means like that sounds pretty guilty, bro.
Right?
Like, yeah.
It's okay. He doesn't do drawings either. He's not a drawer. He doesn't.
He doesn't write drawings.
He doesn't
He doesn't write
sign
drawings.
things like in
Yeah.
a weird cartoonish way or nothing. No,
No, not at all. No, he doesn't do any of that.
No, he
Didn't you
doesn't do
know?
any of
He's an
that,
outstanding citizen.
except for all of the charges that he's gotten. Anyways.
I'll be
Once
right back.
again,
Among them
This
were
curry did not
reptilian
get hot
Dracos
enough.
of
Be
the
right back.
Draco star system.
Okay.
once
Once
again,
renowned
it's a
warrior
failed
race.
it's a failed second go at presidency. He did nothing, fuck all, on his first presidency. Any of his promises, he's done none of them now. His latest one was 90 deals in 90 days. He hasn't done one.
He hasn't done one, yeah.
All he's concentrated on is just fucking kidnapping brown people and fucking them out of the country. Fucking them out
Well,
of the country.
and-
Or into
and
fucking
having-
No,
concentration
enslaving them.
camps.
Well,
He's
and
trying to enslave them.
And he's spent billions of dollars golfing. So there's that too. So
He took
anyways,
an extra day golfing today because Maxwell fucking gave her ultimatum, and she will spill the beans eventually, unless she miraculously fucking unexpectedly commits suicide in prison like all the others have.
Falls out of a multi-story window with a bathtub for no reason. Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly.
Now twisted into instruments of domination and control. This is not just our story. It is a cosmic war for consciousness, and humanity is at the center of it.
No.
I am totally
yeah, we're
convinced
at
for
the
myself, and this is just one man speaking, but I am totally convinced for myself that there is such a thing as reptile alien gods or reptile aliens.
I'm sure
Not
you believe
because,
that, bro.
David Icke says so, because I'm the one that told David Icke about it when I brought him here back in 1992. Let me finish. I brought David Icke to America back in 1992, and I sat with him and talked with him about the aliens and the reptile aliens, and I showed him all my documents on it, and he got interested in it, and today he's famous for talking about a subject that I told him about a long time ago. But I believe that there are reptile aliens here. There's no doubt in my mind about that. There are many different kinds of life forms out there, and maybe some of
Okay, so again, citation needed, motherfucker. Like, I want to have proof.
Again, they can't be aliens. They would have taken them millions of years to fucking get here.
Yeah. And then how do we not have any proof of it yet or anything close? Anyways, let's crack on.
them have come
If we
here
keep
from other
demanding the list,
places in the
maybe we'll
universe.
get some proof.
Yeah, maybe from this Jordan Maxwell.
Who and on their planets and on their system they were reptilian, and they have come here like all the other different kinds of aliens are coming here, and they're messing with us. It's just like a party, you know, and when there's a big party and they have party crashers, gangs come in from other places to come into the party, and they're coming in and say, hey, these are y'all a bunch of young teenagers, we're grown men like a motorcycle gang, and they come in and take over everything and take over the whole party and destroy everything.
No, fuck.
So how do we have proof of that happening? Where
We
is
don't.
any of that? No, and he doesn't.
He
He's just
sat down
making.
and hung out with one of them for a while, right? Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, totes. I mean,
Sure
like
he
he's
did.
just making some fucking weird ass story for no reason. Doesn't make any sense.
Being carnivorous and particularly with our children, all these missing children.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's a whole story behind that. But just go and read Don Juan, where Don Juan, the Mexican shaman priest, said that there are aliens who look like us in his book. The Carlos Castaneda's books are very famous. But
You're talking about books of a shaman in Mexico, and the person who wrote down what Don Juan said was a botanist from the Americas when they were on a shit ton of drugs. Did he translate it the proper way? I don't know, because what we're reading is in English, and everything that was told to him was in a weird version. Okay, I'm not going to say it that way. A native version of Spanish that was not a regular way of speaking Spanish. He had to like sit there. Yeah, it was like again, this was a native shaman in Mexico.
Right.
That he went and learned how to take peyote and do drugs, datura, mushrooms, and all the other things. So he is translating from what a shaman said to English, and the best way to translate it may have been alien, when that may not have been what he's talking about. It may have been a shapeshifter, although they do talk about shapeshifting.
Well, and even like the tattoo on the back of my neck technically is Yosei, which means bright spirit, but that can also be translated to fairy.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
not,
but even if you'd say
multiple interpretations.
Yes.
If you'd say alien, what kind of alien?
Yeah, exactly.
Could be a legal alien.
Well, and not just that, but like
no one's illegal on stolen land.
Well, and then like it could be a foreign person from another land.
Yeah.
Not, you know,
Legal
or
alien, not an extraterrestrial alien.
or a spirit of from above or something. Like it doesn't mean a physical being that you can.
And like, and even in Asian cultures, they call, for example, spirits, demons. Whether or not they are negative in nature, they still call all spirits demons, regardless of the alignment.
And same with in Asian culture, same kind of thing. You will have like
isn't Don Juan a bit like Robin Hood? You know, was he real or not?
No, you're thinking of fucking what's his name that saw the dragon in the castle.
Quixote.
And Don Quixote. That's Don Quixote.
He likes the windmills.
Don Juan has the same fucking mystery. I know he was a
Don Juan Quixote.
He was a poem by Byron.
Yeah,
but Don Juan is still, you know, he's still a legend, a myth, or you know, or fake. People.
No. This from Carlos Castaneda went down to Mexico, hung out with this person called Don Juan for like 8 years, and learned how to take peyote and how to take drugs. You know,
Carlos
do all this
Castaneda
stuff
is the one that wrote it down.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Aren't you thinking of Don Juan?
I know who that is.
Yeah, you're thinking of the guy who saw the fucking dragon in the windmill. And no, we're talking about somebody completely different.
Totally different.
Don Juan, this is Britannica. Don Juan, fictitious character who's a symbol of libertinism, originating in popular legends. He was first given liberty personally in the tragic drama
You're fucking doing AI again. You're doing AI again. It's telling you the wrong thing. Okay, no. Don Juan books that were written by Carlos Castaneda are completely different, bro. You're looking up something, but you're referencing it wrong.
Don Juan.
Jesus Christ.
I'm saying Juan.
Look up the Carlos Castaneda books, bro. Then go from there. You're looking it up backwards again. Don Juan is a very, 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 very open thing. Everybody and their mom's called Don Juan. No, it's the Carlos Castaneda books, and there is Don Juan who. Never mind. I'm done. Look it up that way, bro, and then we'll talk.
Said in his book that Don Juan, the Mexican spirit teacher, said that there are aliens who look like us, but they have been manipulating us and lying to us and tricking us, and they're very, very dark and evil, and they're manipulating the whole human race, and they have been from day one. And I thought to myself, reading
it doesn't say that in these books. He barely it goes on to that, and like when he said there's the predators that give us their mind and did it, he's talking about the shapeshifters that are called something else, and that's what he's not talking about. He skipped over a whole thing about where they're talking about the shapeshifters being on this land that he called them being alien-esque or something like that. So yeah, no, and again, I don't see it. It says it doesn't say alien anywhere in what they're showing right now, and I know somebody else did this, but I don't believe it says alien. It does say predator, but again, I think that they're talking about shape-shifting.
that, well, that's what I'm saying. The same thing. What Don Juan was telling Carlos Castaneda is that we're being ruled by entities from somewhere else who have created us, and
he's talking about spirits that are around, that are in like all
sharing
the
a little bit of the excerpts in the private chat just so Dog or whoever can see that, to see like what because there's like 12 books in the series. It's a whole series.
Don Juan Matus.
I read all of them when I was a teenager, and it fucking blew my mind, and it was amazing.
I read Carlos Castaneda, but not that. Huh.
Yeah, no, the Don Juan books are amazing. Like all of them are great. He goes through.
Whereas, like as a teenager, I was reading Timothy Leary.
Yeah, I mean, same difference. I mean, kind
not
of.
really. They're different.
Well, yeah, but this is more of the native, but it's
yeah.
still, it's still hallucinogen.
My mom probably has that whole series. I bet she does. Actually,
I downloaded them all in audiobooks, so I can listen to them as audiobooks.
Nice.
So you might want to do that. Anyways, let's crack on.
maybe there are good ones who have come from out there and who see us as a creation and who realize what's going on. They know who our creators are and what they're doing to us. So there may be good entities out there like us who want to help us to get out from under this silly nonsense.
Why do they sound kind of
we're
like
not at war with government.
What?
Are they from the Northeast? Because they sound kind of like Bernie. Whoever's talking, like their accent sounds kind of like they're from like New Hampshire or something. It reminds me of Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, it's probably from
Vermont. That's it, Vermont.
There you go.
We're at war with these Elohim, these ancient gods who've been manipulating the human race. I've had enough.
Basically, the Andromedans feel that we as a race, human race here, have not had the opportunity to genuinely use our own free will because of subtle manipulations by other extraterrestrial influences here. Originally, what was to...
That's why I had to molest that kid, because the goddamn aliens, they made me do it. And geez, I don't know.
What?
Was that the Pleiadians were...
Fucking, it's like, you know, he's just saying they're manipulating us to do things. And so I'm just guessing because of how he looks so sweaty that he probably, the next thing he was going to say is that's why he had to touch those little kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Anyways. Not me, the guy on the screen, obviously.
Originally, what was to occur was that the Pleiadians were to come in and to do, were to try to straighten out this mess. Because the majority of us are of Pleiadian heritage. In fact, they have said, the Andromedans, that there have been 22 races that originally colonized the Earth. The first being a group of reptilians from Alpha Draconis. Now, and human and many other different types of life, etc. They have said for the last 5,700 years that we have been manipulated and our belief system.
5,700 years we've been manipulated. How long has humans been humans? I don't know if it's been that long. Has it been that long?
I have Cluno.
100,000 years, give or take.
Okay, sure. All right. 57,000 years or something they've been manipulating us, supposedly, is what this dude says.
And belief systems have been formulated and projected for
so then they
control of
didn't
us.
make us.
Therefore, we are not exercising spiritual truth
No,
because
they're
they've all
just
been
projected it.
literally taken away or blinded or misconstrued or adding extra definitions and words here and there to totally misalign.
They made up pronouns 57,000 years ago to goddamn confuse us fucking... I don't know what's going on here.
Us with what is true. So what happened was the Pleiadians were originally supposed to get more involved.
What has happened, though, is that the Andromedans are not that pleased with the Pleiadians' efforts to really try to set things straight. And it is not that the Pleiadians aren't trying, it's just that what has happened is that they, as a race, have had many civil wars and have been very much in the warrior space that we are now, especially with each other. And that they have just now made
how are they involved now to make us? I don't know.
their leap away from that into spiritualness, to a higher vibration and evolution. They're truly evolving on a spiritual level.
Whoa! This guy's got an eye patch. Wait! When did that happen? No, I'm just kidding. I already kind of knew that from watching this.
One of the races.
The Pleiadian race as a whole.
The entire race. The entire
Yes,
group, even the bad ones that were here under.
Are they in a fucking brothel? Where the fuck are these people? Why does this fucking look so weird in the background?
Pyramid.
Yes. Well, no, not them. They haven't. That's why they're here. Okay.
They didn't white balance their goddamn cameras. One fucking is showing like gold on this side. The other one is showing pink on the other side. White balance your cameras, you fucking weirdo. I know. It's from the 80s, I think.
They've made the leap. Now, what's happened is when they come back here to Earth and they look at us, it is like their past comes face to face with them.
How do you know any of this, you fucking crackhead? How much crack did you smoke, fucking, or meth, or heroin did you inject for you to fucking think that you understand any of this, you fucking crackhead?
It should be a What the Dog video.
I know, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go to the next one.
What we can do with this.
I know. Let's just go to the next thingy-mabobber, and then we'll go a little bit into that, and then we'll get into fucking David Icke, of course.
Wants me to relate to everyone that they are that they are in fact quite dangerous to us. And this is another reason why they're here.
Once again, let me ask you, break in. Could the reptilians could they also have subgroups, subspecies that some could be benevolent?
Yes, but none of them are on the planet currently.
Okay.
Essentially,
there could be, but none of them are. What? But not benevolent.
None of them
They're
are
either
on the planet. Okay.
There's no benevolent beings that are hybrids of the what?
So
Jesus
the good ones
Christ,
are not
dude.
here. Okay, only the evil ones came here.
This sounds like if we were on a panel at a Comic-Con for like a D&D character talking about, or you know what I'm saying? Like if you're talking to somebody about a video game or a tabletop. If there is a thing, what would it be if you did this? And he's like, well, there's the 21 different, species of the things, and there's not a malevolent being on this board that we're playing on, and it's like, Jesus Christ, bro, are you just like making it up? Because obviously you're making it up.
He sounds like Trump saying that the whole world are emptying their jails and lunatic asylums and sending them to fucking America.
Yeah, and it's all Biden's fault, and he's going to arrest Obama and look back into the fucking email, what's her name's emails and all that crap.
No, but we should empty out our prisons and asylums like that. They'll fit in America.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're willing to wear a MAGA hat, I guess so.
Actually, they just want me to put it all together and to just put it out there, to just throw it all up in the air and let people take what it is they want. They have said that there will be many people who will be very resistant to the information, but to just go out there and put some cracks in their armor, more or less.
You've got some cracks going on, homie. Like, I don't know how much cracks you're smoking, but obviously it's some. And then what you figured out is, oh, if I write enough books and go on enough interviews and do enough things, I can sell enough stuff. So I can sit around and be jerking myself off all day long, thinking about the craziness of this bullshit you're pulling out your arsehole. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into David Icke's, because literally he sputters out the same thing over and over again, pretty much. Then we'll go over this. I'll be right back. But listen, I think we probably heard him kind of say some of this, but fuck it. Here we go.
This sealed jar contained writings, many writings, describing how the Gnostics seems to have maybe come from around 100 AD, maybe buried about 400 AD is one of the assumptions. And it's great. One of the great things about it is, unlike biblical texts and other texts that have been in the public domain over a long period of time. They can be changed and manipulated. It's been in a sealed jar. So what you get is what they are. And they talk about this force called the Archons, manipulating human affairs. They relate the Lord Archon, or Demiurge, as they call it, to the Christian, not only the Christian devil, but to the Old Testament God. And
yeah, here we go.
They say that the Archons in their prime form are basically energy, awareness, very distorted awareness, but awareness. But they can take form, these writings say, and about a fifth of these writings were about the Archons.
So there's writings, so you're going to believe them because somebody wrote them down, just like every other fable, every other thing that's written down is completely real. Yeah, that's like, how this works.
No, but like a baby is smarter than an adult. We all know that. Like learning about more knowledge, gaining more knowledge does not make you smarter. It makes you stupider. That's why the ancient texts are all true, and whatever science discovers is fake.
Yes, that's why we only listen to the Bible and ancient texts.
Guess the two forms that they describe that these Archons take. One, reptilian. Second, a form that looks like a gray fetus with big black eyes.
As far as the Archons are concerned, I believe the reptilian.
Wait, what the fuck did he just say? A gray fetus with big black eyes? Then what?
Yes, that is what he said.
God damn it, he's so fucking dumb.
Reptilians and other negative beings that work for the reptilians that have an agenda inimical to the human race here on Earth and throughout the solar system, all the different human races throughout the solar system. They are manifestations of this archontic influence. So the reptilians are archontic in nature, the negative grays are archontic in nature, the mantis beings that are doing agendas that are not in humanity's best interest are aspects of this archontic influence, because archon means like ruler, hidden ruler. I do believe there is some pervasive energy that has a consciousness of its own. And it permeates the entire galaxy. And it's sometimes been described as having a blue energy field. Sometimes.
Okay, so citation needed. Just because you think about it doesn't mean it's real. Jesus. Oh my God, these people. It's just like Flat Earth and a handful of the other shit. I thought of a thing, somebody told me a thing, it must be real, like sovereign citizens, frauditors, all the other things. Like somebody said something, so it must be real. No, like this is not how reality works. This is not how any of this works. And of course, speaking of the devil, here's a pastor. Okay, let's go a little bit further with this, and we'll see how far we get.
It's been described as having a dark energy field, but it's parasitical in nature, and it seems to have a consciousness, and it seems to work through all these archontic beings. And there are negative archontic beings in other planes and other dimensions that plug into our reality. They've manipulated things here, so we have this miasma of sorrow, grief, rage, and pain.
Because we wouldn't have that already. They programmed into, even though, when has there not been pain, suffering, and whatever throughout the history of the universe, the cosmos? You fucking weirdo. Okay, let's just go further a little bit into this, and then I don't know how much more I can take, but let's crack on.
What we would call a computer virus, in the sense that if you look at a computer virus, it doesn't create anything. What it does is lock into and piggyback operating systems already created and distort them and twist them. And that's what's happened to our reality, exactly that. And the reptilian genetics, I think it takes a reptilian form so often, because that genetics is a holographic, energetic, thus genetic expression of this computer-like, non-creative, highly predictable force, because it's a distortion of prime reality. It does not have a natural energy source. The only energy source a distortion can feed off is another distortion. It cannot feed off prime reality because it cannot lock into it. It cannot interact with it. And one of the themes, again, picked up over the years, is this reptilian archontic force in its various expressions is terrified of humanity waking up. Why? Because its food source is gone.
So then by you telling everybody this, they're not killing you because then we would find out about it. Oh yeah, that's totally what's going on. Okay, folks, I'm sorry. I'm exhausted as crap today. I don't know
say
what's
that
going
every
on.
day.
I'm not every day, but the last couple of days I've been. I hope I'm not get sick or I'm not getting sick. I don't know, but like I've just been
Well, you're already
exhausted
sick in the head.
You know what you have been doing the last several days that's different?
drinking too much
Drinking
coffee.
coffee in the afternoon, and maybe you shouldn't do that.
Maybe
it
I
makes
guess
you
not.
sleepy.
Maybe I
'Cause
guess
you don't
not.
usually do energy drinks or anything in the afternoon, so maybe it's messing with you. Because that's the only thing I can
Maybe.
think of that you've changed in the last few days. You know.
Well, Saturday I went around and I was
know.
at the fair and I walked around and I got some. But you're right, and maybe I shouldn't drink this later. I'm gonna try doing something different. But
Did
I
you
don't know.
eat today?
Yes, I ate a sandwich. The only other thing is using that tens machine.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be knocking you out.
You're
That wouldn't be
right. I don't
exhausting you.
know.
That
I
should
don't
be
know.
helping your muscles and everything like feel better. You know.
Hopefully. Well, it has, but it hasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting on the wrong setting. I don't know. Anyways.
Well, you after a 6-pack?
What?
Are you after a 6-pack?
What do you mean after a 6-pack?
The tens machine. You use them on your stomach, don't you? Oh, look,
No. It's my back. I have scoliosis. I have to use it on my back. So, anyways, yes. All right. Well, maybe I'm gonna try to stop doing caffeine in the afternoon.
I don't know.
Maybe
That's
it'll
just
make
the only new thing that I can
I
think
know.
of, and I know some people can't do it. So
Well, I don't know. Maybe I need something. I don't know. We'll keep messing
Well,
around with stuff.
doesn't the burr counteract the caffeine in the afternoon?
Well, I don't
you know, if it
again.
was, you would think. I mean, because he usually does the beer and doesn't get this like wipes. So something else is factoring in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Hopefully, it's just the stupid coffee. Maybe it's just because it's the Maxwell House, and maybe you're just making it super strong. I don't know.
Maybe
I'm
I don't
hoping that's
know.
all it is.
Let's hope.
A proper coffee.
Because what?
Burr is actually a good substitute for happiness.
Unless you're like me and you don't drink, but yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Tea.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep messing around with things, and we'll see. I hope I'm not getting sick, and I hope it's just that like I exhausted myself on Saturday, and I haven't rested enough since then because I've been on the go the last couple of days. So, I just think I'm just tired from running around. Especially because yesterday I was going to try to just rest, and then we did the game stream for a couple hours, and then I stayed up later than I should have. So, anyways, all right, folks, we'll see you all. Everybody say bye. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.